my lecture, I'll go over few important things that you need to know. My name is Sai Chaudhuri. I'm a full-time instructor here in this campus. My office is in the second floor. It's easy to find, as I said. This is the only one building we have in this campus, right? So you can easily find me in my office. If you need any help anytime, feel free to contact me. Okay, you can email me, you can call me, or you can just show up in my office and you can talk to me. Okay. Human anatomy and physiology is to understand the structure and function of the human body. Okay, and you know that human body is a very complex structure, right? Although we say rocket science is the most complicated, but actually not. Human brain is much more complicated than rocket science. Okay, so you are here to understand a difficult subject. So you know that what you have to do, you have to work hard. Okay, spend a lot of time. Okay, and be regular. So you have to spend some time every day outside of the classroom. You can sit somewhere. For anatomy and physiology, it is very helpful if you do group study. You know, group study, 3, 4, or 2 of you will sit somewhere and discuss. Okay, that helps a lot. So keep that in mind. You have to spend a significant amount of time outside of the classroom. Number one. Number two, you try not to miss any class. Okay, attendance is, although not mandatory in my class, but it is very important. If you miss a class, you will realize in the exam that you have missed a lot. Okay, so keep that in mind. Don't miss any lecture or lab. Number 3, I recommend the students to make a binder where you put everything in one place. Okay, that helps a lot. You have the schedule, you have the syllabus, right? Everything already posted on Blackboard. If you can print them out and put in a binder or a folder, everything will be always with you, right? You don't need to come to me. Sometimes students come to me, when is my next exam? You don't need to, right? You can save your time. You should be able to manage your time precisely. Okay, that is important too. Lecture PowerPoint slides I will post on Blackboard. Okay, I believe some of you have already seen on Blackboard course content. I post my lecture slides. If you wish, you can print them out and put again in a folder. So that also helps. You bring that folder, and when I give lecture, you can take note on it, right? Beside those slides. But it's optional. It's nothing, that you have to do. It's just my recommendation. In that way, everything will be in one place. You are going to doctor's office, sitting there outside, you can just quickly go, right? So that's a very efficient way, instead of carrying the book and trying to find the things where there. So that helps a lot. Sometimes students make cards, that also helps. So just think those few things. Okay. I will show you quickly how to log in and where to find the stuffs I post quickly. Although I believe many of you already know that. So this is the college website. In the upper right corner, you see My STLCC. You click on that. In the right panel, you'll see a number of things. Blackboard. This is the most important button here. In the left side, after you click on Blackboard, you will see login page. So you click on login and put your ID, yeah, and password. If you don't have password yet, talk to the office downstairs. They will help you to create one. Okay. So after you log in the Blackboard, you will see the courses you have signed up in this semester. Uh, so here from my side, I can see the courses I'm teaching in this semester. Okay. So you should be able to see the courses you have registered, and this is your section. So you will click on your section. That will take you to this page where in the left side you see announcements and other stuff. Okay. Time to time I'll put announcements. So you should check that. The most important thing here is the course content, where the lecture materials, syllabus, everything is posted. So here you see the lecture schedule, the lab schedule, and other rules and regulations uh, are posted already. Okay, so you carefully go over those things, and better you print them out and put in a folder. Today we will talk about the human body and orientation. Before I start my lecture, I would just share couple more things. One is during the lecture, feel free to ask me any question. Okay, so if you have any question before I start new thing, just show your hand and ask me the question. Feel freedom, okay, in the classroom. Don't feel shy. Make sure you know the stuffs, okay? That is important. Another very important thing is that this room 308 is used both for the lecture and the lab, okay? So we don't allow any food or drinks in this room. So that is very strictly followed. So those who you have drinks, you can put it outside or put in your backpack, but not outside, okay? And if you are really hungry or thirsty, feel free to go outside, finish your food and drink, and come back. Okay? You have that freedom, so do that. But don't bring any food or drinks inside this room. We have, expensive equipment. You will see. You will eventually use those, and 100 of students every day handle these things. So if you eat food and touch those things, eventually you'll see in few days everything will get dirty. You will not stay like that clean. Okay, so it is the rule for this room. Everywhere you follow some rules, right? When you drive on the street, you follow some rules. In the classroom, you have to follow some rules. You are mature enough. Cell phone, keep it in mute or vibrating mode, right? If you get a call, go outside, but don't keep it on. It will ring in the middle of the lecture. That's not good. So you are mature enough. You know how to interact, how to behave. I don't need to explain that. Okay. So, do you have any questions? If you see the syllabus that I have posted, there are 5 lecture exams. Okay. Each lecture exam has 100 points. There are 3 lab exams. Each has 100 points. So 500 points from the lecture exams, 5 lecture exams, 300 points from 3 lab exams. Okay, total 800. And you must buy the lab manual from the bookstore. and in every lab you will follow the lab manual, and I'll check if you have finished the task, okay, on time. And after you finish all the tasks on lab manual on time, I will take your lab manual at the end of the semester and check if you have finished everything correctly and nicely and on time. Then I'll give some bonus points, okay, those who you finish the lab tasks, okay. So that is one thing. Another thing is, as I have mentioned, attendance is very important, okay. uh, don't miss any exam. You already have the schedule, you know which days you have the lecture and lab exams, right, on the schedule. So mark on your calendar, particularly if you miss any of those 3 lab exams. It is very difficult for 1 or 2% to arrange the lab exam again, because in lab exams we put many things all over this room, okay. So that is called a spotting. You move from one station to another station. So we put many stations. So it's very hard for 1 or 2% to, after we put back everything and lay out everything. Okay. So so keep that in mind. You mark the exam dates on your calendar. Due to any emergency, if you miss any lecture exam, talk to me immediately. Okay. So I'll discuss the issue and then decide. So that's all I wanted to share before the lecture today.